Okay, now let's quickly look at putting on a much lighter weight guide, the sort of thing you'd find on a match rod or a fly rod. And here we're going to use a snake guide. Because the guides are much lighter and the metals are much thinner, we do not always have to dress the end of the guide foot. Place it on the rod blank, roughly in line with the other guides. Small piece of masking tape on, just hold it gently in place. Take our thread, and because we're using a lightweight rod, a fly rod or match rod, clearly we're only going to use a thread. We don't have to use big heavy D thread. It's too heavy for the type of rod. So make the cross, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns, tidy it up. And with the single-handed snips, just snip off the excess tag end and start turning. Coming up to the guide foot, slow down just to see that you get it across the guide foot. It runs straight up. A little bit of packing needed here and there. Getting near to the end of the guide foot. Finger on to maintain tension. Pick up our loop of thread, under, in place. Just hold tension slightly, just to get it all in place, and turn to the end of the guide foot. A little bit of packing with the fingernail yet again. A couple of more turns. Finger on to maintain the pressure. Single-handed snips, cut the main thread, and again the tag end through the loop. Make certain it goes through the loop, because it's embarrassing if you pull out and the tag end isn't through the loop, because you've got to start all over again. Everything looks neat and tidy. Pick up the tag end, single-handed snips, just trim back, pull at 45 degrees. And there we have one side done. Now we can take off the masking tape and look at doing the other side. Thread under tension, wind it up with the guide, tag end under the rod, create the crossover, start turning, 4 or 5 turns. It's all neat. There's the tag end. Snip the excess off. And off we go. It's gone straight up the foot, haven't got to stop at all. Just a little bit of packing required. Finger on to retain tension. Put the loop under of the thread line just to get the tension right. And off we go. This needs a slight more bit of packing. Straighten up. Finger on to retain tension, stick the main line and put the end through the loop and pull back. Take it out of the thing so you can see how it is all held in place, nice and neat, nice and tidy. Back on, trim the tag end back, 45 degrees, and pull. What we can now do is take the smooth edge and just burnish the threads and get them all in place, so we have a nice neat job. And there you have a small 2-foot guide wrapped.